Hi guys, welcome to round 6 Deliberation, where we judges only have an hour and a half to possibly choose the top 3 of the competition. I'm nervous, you're nervous, so sit tight,
Everyone's
grab
nervous.
a bag of popcorn, I know, and just watch us duke it out.
That was so stressful.
But we're gonna start with giving feedback to everyone as last round, so...
Yeah, my feedback is probably going to be, well, I loved each entry so much, so my feedback is going to be just positives, really.
Yeah, same. Or,
Yeah.
I do have some criticism, but we'll get into it.
Me too.
Yeah, like the criticism will show up in the voting part, but like my feedback is like, it's all positive.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have some fights later.
I know. Okay, so we're gonna start off in like a rotating alphabetical order, kind of like we did last time, where I go, Emma goes, then Petri goes, and then Emma will go, Petri will go, I go, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, but can we do it in reverse alphabetical order on the contestants? So we start with Valentine.
Oh, I thought you meant, I want to start first, Petri first.
No, that's too confusing.
Okay.
I just mean we don't have to start with Angelina every time. It's kind of unfair.
You know, that's great. That's fair. Angelina, I'm sorry. Curse the letter you were born with. But yeah, okay, I'll start with Valentin.
Yep.
Okay. Valentin, you will forever be the best star that was ever used on the show in my book. You
so
have
proud.
such a different... yes! You have such a different and pleasant style of voice and singing, and you have brought to us another amazing piece that captures the beauty and the delicacy in your voice while not sacrificing the strength needed to push out those powerful high notes. Your breath control is literally quite wild, and I about melted by the end of your piece with that extended note at the end.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Emma?
Okay.
I tried to keep it short, sweet, and simple.
Yeah.
Valentin, your voice is gorgeous. I really love the emotion and the tone that you bring to the song. There were some minor pitch issues that I was picking up on that kept pulling me away from enjoying the full song, and a couple places where the notes were glaringly flat to me. The high note towards the end was very, very well executed and blew me away. I think for me, it didn't give me as much wow as, say, your Skyrim one did, but I really enjoyed the performance nonetheless.
Yeah, so Valentine, believe it or not, I'm actually not salty that you didn't pick my song, because I kind of hoped you would pick this song, actually. But I think Big Band would have been something more different for you. This is yet another ballad, which is wonderful, of course. But not that much versatility shown this time. But you have a lower range than usual, which means you still showed versatility in that aspect. But I still wish you would have challenged yourself more with the range, because Lara Fabian goes crazy high in this song. So I really felt like you toned this down. It's a very difficult artist to be compared to, though, since she competed against Céline Dion in Eurovision Song Contest, for example. I mean, she is such a big singer when it comes to the voice. This had a rougher feeling than the original. You had distortion in your mid to low range, so it was good that you made this your own. But there was no impressive belting in this like you've had in the past, so it felt odd for this song. But like the others said, very impressive sustain. You have some dynamics with beautiful low notes. Nicolina, my friend, who has been a judge on this show in the past, thought this sounded like a professional, so she really complimented this song, by the way. And I think your pitch has greatly improved since round 3 and onwards. Some slight wavering like Emma already brought up, but overall very good.
I actually didn't know Lara Fabian competed against Céline Dion.
Yeah, I think she was the second place the year that Céline Dion won and became famous.
I had no idea.
And she was like 1 point from the win, so they were like neck and neck. Yeah, but that's
freaking
how...
awesome, because I love Lara Fabian.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
that's
really
how
good.
they both became famous, I think, or at least Céline Dion.
Wow.
Wow.
The more you
I
know.
just wanna bring up how it's so funny that everybody thought you chose that song. Plot twist.
Yeah, I guess it was kind of my style, because I have chosen a Lara Fabian song in the past, and yeah, I have been a fan of her for quite a few years, so not surprising. And
oh my gosh, same.
I love belty songs, so...
Are we doing Mina next?
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Ooh, and the one
Well,
who picked her
Mina.
song gets to go first.
Yes, well, thank you for picking my song. Even though it wasn't one that I picked for you, it was still a really nice song choice, and I think we can all agree that it definitely suits what Mina normally does. I loved hearing the growl in your voice throughout the whole song and the sort of expression you put into it, the character you were playing. Your high falsetto and everything in between was on point. I did hear a couple of pitch issues, not major, but they were in there. I'm not sure if it was the main vocal or the harmony underneath that was causing that sort of jarring effect at times. The harmonies in the bridge and the way that you acted those out were very impressive. The high falsetto note going into those high belts. I think that the pitch issues and feeling like your growls were sometimes more growls than notes is what gave you a lower score from me this round.
Yikes. Okay, so for my review, Mina, this was a very unexpected choice from you, since this was not chosen for you. That's usually a no-no in the judges' choice round, because we pick songs for a reason. But you did a terrific job with this song, so I can't be too mad at you. You incorporated harmonies in this, which you usually don't, so it was nice to get something different out of you. This was very energetic and a faster song, which you needed, in my opinion. My choice for you was Jessica Simpson's I Wanna Love You Forever. I considered Tattoos Not Gonna Get Us, but the first one was approved by Aria, so I didn't want to risk picking a bad song. However, this gave me such a liberating feeling because I kind of felt like you got stuck on soft, lower energy songs for a few rounds, and so I felt like you had done the soft thing now, so I just needed you to blast us with the power and range like you did in round 2. So you finally gave me that same feeling. I mean, you went crazy high in this song, and with that incredible grit as always. This is the Mina that can turn water into wine. You are just missing that softer dynamic though, and that's probably a song choice related issue. You can still do mainly strong dynamics in an entry, which you needed in my opinion, but if you just gave us a moment with soft dynamics, then this would feel more full. We can't really judge on body of work until the final, so the entry itself needs to check all boxes. But great job.
I will say I have conflicting feelings about the fact that you didn't choose one of your songs, but also the fact that you chose this song absolutely made me ascend. So, Mina, you've got to be kidding me. You said range? I got that. You said 3 different types of tone? Got that too. Are you the female version of Brendan Urie? I feel like there's no other explanation for the absolute incredible showcase of vocal power and control that I just witnessed. You quite literally knocked this song out of the park with your own little creative flares that just brought all the different skills that you were trying to showcase neatly together in this like beautiful little package. So yeah, still conflicted. I liked it, but conflicted.
Yeah, I feel conflicted about a lot of these entries. Like Jess's, for example, which we're gonna get to right now.
Nice segue.
Yeah. Thank you. So Jess, I think you took a risk. No, I mean, I definitely took a risk by picking this song because it's the most obscure song in the entire list. But you knew more about it than me, it seems, so that was really fun to see. You did a more old-fashioned version of the song than I had in mind, so that made it even more of a risk rather than going in the other direction by making it more modern and fun. I do wish you would have elevated this a bit more though, like add some harmonies or even more dynamics than the original. But this song is perfect for you in regards that there are several different languages in this, because I love a diverse singer. There is emotion in this. I love the slight whispery vocals. You added your own personal twist to the song by adding Ukrainian, for example, and I know you are Ukrainian, so that was a really nice addition. And just on a personal level, this is the first time in all the 10 seasons that we got a Slavic entry, and so I was just really excited about that because I love Slavic music, especially Russian music. But I do wish you would have belted that French Barbara, because that is the climax in Zara's version, but I understand that you can't just copy this song because otherwise it would not be your own. So all in all, I think this worked out well, but I'm not sure it worked out well enough to grant you a top 3 position, but we're gonna have to wait and see.
Jess, you kind of snuck up on me during this competition, and you've been putting in banger after banger, and I feel like this is no different. You took this dynamically limited song, messed with the phrasing a bit, and sang for us this, like, 3 different language, multilingual masterpiece that was so deeply filled with emotion and expression, and I feel like my life was changed. I never want to hear you speak English again. I only want you to speak to me in Ukrainian, please.
Yeah.
I felt like there was no climax in your version of this song, which is something that I was kind of like gearing up for the whole entire time and just bracing myself for, and it never came. And so that's the only reason why I got really confused on this entry, because technically it's amazing, but personally, in enjoyment wise and like expectations wise, I feel like my expectations were sort of like let down.
Yeah, I think there could have been more of a climax in this, and I don't think it's completely song choice related, because I think the belting in Zara's version would have been a great climax.
No, I don't think it's song choice related at all. I think it was just like a stylization decision.
Yeah.
Okay. I think for me, I have been really impressed by Jess throughout this whole season, and she has really blown me away in terms of videos, in terms of the singing itself, the performance, the song choices, and I don't think this cut it for me. Jess will always have a gorgeous voice, absolutely beautiful. The emotion, the way that she tugs on your heartstrings with every song that she sings is just brilliant. And the control she has over her voice is also just breathtaking. I really do love Jess's voice. I think it is, again, just as you guys have said, the stylization and the way that Jess took the song that has kind of taken away, at least for me, the potential of going further.
Yeah, and I do feel partly responsible since I picked the song, and maybe it was for a selfish reason, because she was the only one that I have ever heard in this show that could do this kind of song. Yeah, but there were still choices she could have made to take it to the next level, like I said. So yeah, you can't blame me too much.
I turned a rap into a song that was actually sung. So like, there's definitely things you can do to a song to totally, basically recreate it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the hallmark of a great artist.
Yeah, making it your own.
Yep. Are we ready to move on?
Yes. Is it my turn?
It is.
Wow. All right, Jennifer, I have been hard on you this whole competition. I feel like your voice has no match, and I want to say that this is my second favorite cover from you. I could listen to this all day. If you told me that you were the original singer, I wouldn't question it. Your vocal mask and your vibrato are your strong suits when it comes to singing, and you use them perfectly here. I had no idea that you had such range. I could really feel you digging deeper for that power in the second half of the song, and I was living for the experience. I think the only drawback for me is that I wanted to hear you change it. I didn't want to hear you be the original singer. I just wanted to hear what you could do with it to make it your own, and that's something I haven't heard from you.
I think I agree with that.
Yeah, no, me too. I think there's nothing really bad for me to say here about this performance. Jennifer just has an absolutely stunning voice. It's so mature, and it tells a story every single song that she sings. The softness is something that we've had before, but the incredibly high notes were so impressive for me. I don't know if we've heard Jennifer sing that high before, but I was just like, it just kept going, and I was like, when is it going to stop? And then the way that she interpreted the song and sang it in a way that the first part was really soft, and then the second note were the same notes, but they had more power behind the mix, and it was just really nice to see the contrast. And it almost felt like an opera tone at times, which was just really, really lovely to hear. I don't really have anything else to say. It was a beautiful performance, and I loved it.
Yeah, most definitely. So Jennifer, amazing entry. You have such a delicate high head voice and a terrific range. I didn't know you had that, so that just blew me away. I wish you would have shown more versatility throughout your body work though, and that's why I picked Loreen's tattoo for you, because it would have been something high tempo and poppy, so it would bring you out of your comfort zone more. This was still different in the way that you had an operatic voice in this. So, but compared to some of the other entries, you didn't really make it your own enough or put as much dynamics into this, but this is still your best entry in this competition, in my opinion. It was such a great improvement from last round. I really felt more power and emotion.
You're welcome.
Well,
Okay, is it me?
there was one better choice in there, in my opinion. But I rest my case.
Okay, Petri.
Hey, I gave you chances for me to change my song choice to something even better, but you said it was fine.
Did you though?
I did. I was like, hey, I'm thinking about changing Jennifer's song. Let me know if I should, because I'm going to spend the whole day doing so. And you were like, you don't have to. And I'm like, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up right now. I want to receive. Okay, I'm searching Jennifer. Okay, I'm keeping Jennifer as that. And what did I say to that? Okay, at least it challenges her range-wise, I said. And I love that song. Okay, I guess I wasn't as discouraging as I thought I was.
Exactly.
Well, I did actually say that that I don't think that I didn't pick a Chinese song for her for a reason, because she needed to show more versatility, because that would have been her go-to song.
Yeah, but you made a comment on her pronunciation last time and it rubbed me the wrong way, so I didn't want you to make any comments like those anymore.
I guess. Yeah. Anyway, I think we may discuss this more later. We'll see.
Huni. Hi, Huni. I really liked the song choice. It was very interesting for you, and you conveyed the mystery and darkness perfectly in the tone of your voice. The transitions from softness to power and the gorgeous falsetto notes in the chorus, which hitting those sort of half-note sounding things is hard, and you really nailed that in the chorus with those tiny little jumps that take so much precision. The harmonies were haunting, and they really conveyed the overall ambience of the song. I really have no critiques aside from I feel like maybe there was an extra step that could have been taken in terms of bringing it to the next level, bringing something else to really give that wow factor. And I know that saying the wow factor is a very subjective thing, and it's kind of hard to describe what that means, but I wasn't as wowed as I have been for some of Huni's other performances. I will say the high belt and the whistle at the end were amazing, and the overall performance was very, very impressive. It just wasn't as sort of in-your-face wow as some of the others that Huni's done, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can kind of see that, but I said that, Huni, you had very impressive harmonies in this. They were so well synchronized, like a computer had done it. I mean, and I loved the lower range from this tenor singer. It gives such depth to your vocals. Some grittiness take away from your overly pretty voice, so it made it quite dynamic. You have a very clear and concise tone on the highs. I just worry about your versatility, because I wish you would have done something in English to push your comfort zone more. This still seemed like it was in your comfort zone, even though it's not K-pop per se, so #blame Aria for that. But the last falsetto was just incredible. Your range is very competitive. I love your attention to detail as always. You have a lot of personality added to this. This was pretty much a perfect entry, but it was not as difficult as some of the other songs in this round.
Petri, we're gonna need to meet in the parking lot real quick.
I'll catch you outside. How about that?
Comfort zone. Range does not mean comfort zone. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Well,
this is a kid show. No, it doesn't.
I just don't think this was different enough from what he has done before. Except that final falsetto, I guess, because he's never went that high before, I think.
Okay, so what if this whole song was sung in English?
Yeah, I don't know. It's still quite similar to his last entry in a way.
In a way. Okay.
I don't know how. I guess all of
I know how to phrase it. You're wrong. You have bad brain.
all of his entries are different from each other, obviously, in a way, but I just don't think it was different enough. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Agreed.
Yay, thank you, Emma. Thank you for the support.
I'll stop.
Team.
I'll stop
High
picking
five.
on Petri, I guess. No, stop! Okay, let me compose myself.
This voting is gonna be fiery. I already know.
Starting from the beginning. I never knew you could sing like this, Huni. That's actually precisely why I chose this song for you, is because I wanted to see something different vocally. And you gave me way more than I bargained for. And I found myself screaming, "What the flip-flop?" the first time I listened to this cover. Of course, I used profanity, but gotta keep it censored for the kiddos. Your mastery over tone, emotion, and pure vocal agility is seriously unrivaled. And I know that the judges are like, "This sounds the same," but I don't think so, because this sort of unveiled the vibrato I've wanted to hear in your voice, because you're very good at keeping those smooth, clear, pristine notes, and I wanted to just trash that. And I am happy to say that you did.
Yeah, I will say this song suits his voice very well, so it was not a bad song or anything. So
I know. It's okay, I'll stop pulling your leg. On
but
to
only
Brandon.
3 can go through, so maybe it wasn't good enough. We'll see.
We'll see. On to Brandon.
Ooh, do I get to start?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Brandon, oh my god, what a comeback. I mean, this made me physically rock in my chair. I had mad chills all over my body on those last choruses. Those were insanely powerful. This blew me away so much. You did this even better than I expected. I mean, you went even higher than the original on that belting. That range is such a gift. You improved the range of this song and the enunciation. I mean, in the original song, Michael Jackson could sing Simlish in that last chorus for all I care. I mean, this isn't missing anything from me. You had the softness too, and harmonies. Obviously, the choir is not yours, but you made your own as well. You changed this song to make it your own as always. You have a very creative mind. You embellished it more with creative runs and melody changes. And that's good, because this song has a danger of becoming repetitive, but you took it away from that. If you do something similar for the finale, then you're gonna be hard to beat. So please take this chance. You got a real shot at this, I think. I really have no notes to give you. I think you really got it. I mean, this is world famous artist stuff. I need to see you in a concert. I mean, this needs to go viral.
That's some high praise, Petri.
Yeah, really proud of my song choice here.
Okay, I will admit that once I saw your song choice, I didn't want Brandon to choose any other.
Yay!
Brandon, when I said I thought you were going to be up to something, I did not realize that you would go this hard. I was secretly hoping that out of all of the songs that you would choose, that you would go for Petri's, like I said. And I want to say that I'm not the religious type, but this cover made me want to worship the ground you stand on. You brought out so many elements I haven't heard from you before, all mixed together in a choir of completely delicious sounds. I don't really have many notes for this one, because I liked it way better than Michael Jackson's original piece, so I'm like absolutely reeling, blown away.
Yay. And now Emma has to be the opposite.
Emma's gonna be the Debbie Downer.
No. This was wow. The tone in the song was brilliant. The breathiness, the cries, really emulating and respecting sort of what Michael Jackson did with the song. The harmonies in the first ooh part, little messy, but nice on the ears. The increasing grit in the second verse matches the progression of the song very well, and I really would have liked more power in the medium ooh-ahs. I don't really know how I tried to categorize this. After the second verse, I felt like it could have been a little bit more fleshed out. However, after that moment is when it really, really picked up for me, and I was incredibly impressed. The power on the drifted far line and the R's after that with the ad-libs over the top gave me absolute chills. I was blown away by the belts in the bridge. They came out of nowhere, and the rawness and emotion absolutely stunned me. And this is such a timeless song as well, and I feel like a lot of the stuff talked about in this song are still issues that we face today. And Brandon did an amazing job of sort of connecting those timelines and bringing it into 2023 in a way that still holds its true value, but also is elevated. The top notes were really impressive. Minor pitch issues on the final but the run with the harmony at the end was beautiful. Very, very impressed with that, Brandon. So well done.
Yeah, but
I feel like maybe he could have taken elements from the one song that goes
Yeah, but if he added more power on the softer parts, wouldn't this be less dynamic?
I think they could have used the first set could have used a bit of polishing and sort of cleaning up. The second set they felt a little thin. In comparison, I felt like there wasn't a natural build between the first and the second ones. So I would have asked for just a tiny bit more. Not enough that it would overpower, but just enough to get it bumped up a little bit for me.
Maybe what about a different vocal vowel shaping?
Yeah, that definitely would have helped.
Okay. Yeah, because tends to get a little thin on times if you pronounce it a certain way.
Yeah, and I guess he was missing that ooh in the end in the final chorus like Michael Jackson did. That thing. I can't do it anymore because I kind of ruined my voice, but yeah, you know the falsetto part. Yeah. But I wasn't expecting him to like copy Michael Jackson or anything, so that would have been just too far in that direction, I think.
I'm so glad he didn't.
He always makes songs his own. Yeah. Okay, let's move on, because we need to go to voting soon.
Yeah.
Yes. Do I start on this one?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Hoo-hoo. Angelina, I cannot believe you took on Christina. I know this is something that Petri has been wanting for a while now, and I'm happy you chose the song, to be honest. Your voice has matured so much throughout the season alone, and I feel like I listened to the pinnacle of Angelina right here. My favorite part about this piece is the vocal power and health and sustain that you can bring to the table. Your belts are so strong and well supported and not like any other. If I had to have any sort of drawback though, I would say that your runs are not quite there yet. Your riffing and running is just on the cusp of being great. You're still working at smoothing up those transitions and working on that vocal agility that will make those notes more fluid and precise.
I was so impressed by this, Angelina. This may be my favorite performance from you. The control of your runs, there was some minor sloppy moments, but I feel like for the most part you locked them in better than anyone I know could, really. I mean, it was insane. The song is such a difficult song because there's so much vocal agility needed and stamina, and you really knocked it out the park for me. The intentional cry notes and cracks and really embodying Christina while taking your own approach to it was really impressive, and it's just amazing to see how much your voice has matured. Those top notes were beautifully supported, and the whistle notes in the background of the final chorus were stunning. So I don't really have too much to say. There could have been a little bit of cleaning up here and there, but for the most part it was really well done, and let's just say I have favorites this round.
I kind of personally want an Angelina heavenly choir of falsetto, just singing while I enter every room.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Yeah, Angelina, I'm really proud of you. You took the challenge I gave you and conquered it so elegantly. You hit everything I wanted you to hit. It was so nice to finally get a real ballad from you. And like Aria said, I have actually wanted you to do this since last season. It was a consideration last year's judges' choice as well. Some key differences between this and Christina's version obviously is that she hits the very highest notes with a lighter voice, which is more geared towards head voice. So such as in Find Out in the bridge. So it was interesting that your version had still super strong belting on those parts and a lot of body behind the tone. It means this was a little less dynamic than the original, and the soft parts could have been even more soft as well. There are some simplified runs in this, some of them are ending sharp as well, and you are lacking grit, but I understand it. This is a very difficult song and you have very limited time to do this, but I don't feel like you made this your own enough. It's less dynamic and the simplified runs don't count because that constitutes a loss of quality, so you're not adding anything new to it, you are removing stuff from it. The lower notes are still a struggle for you, but all that said, this really exceeded my expectations about this. This was very solid and I loved it.
Okay. All right, guys, we have chosen our top 3.
Yay.
I hope you guys are excited as we are to reveal who these people are going to be and see them hash it out in the finale for that next top singer crown. Thank you guys for tuning in today, and we will see you very soon.
That was so professional. I like it.
Thanks for watching. Don't miss the upcoming result. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.